now for some peace and focus and words of encouragement to be with you. So, now, there's a war here, you could say. Now, at times, your family members or people that love and care about you will encourage you not to do this or not to do that, not to have a relationship with married men, or not to date this girl, or not to hang out with this kid because he's bad news, or distance yourself because this guy's a drug addict, or whatever it is. Now, you deserve the freedom to make your own choices, and sometimes we have to learn the hard way as well to really know. And there's a lot that goes into that about learning things the hard way. Okay? Sometimes we get stabbed in the back, and the only way we can stop that from ever happening again is by truly understanding what happened, so we can truly learn from the pain and the misery to not allow that to ever happen again. Hey, totally off subject thing. There's a giant Medusa structure here at the airport, and I desperately want to stop there one day. Actually, I'm not even sure that's Medusa. However, I do totally one day. I need to go there. I need to go there. I need to pull over and look at the structure and enjoy it. So now, back to what I was saying. Now, if there's something that you want to do and it would make you happy to do it, whether it's something in the fetish world and you want to get that out of your system, or if you like hanging out with certain people, or if you enjoy doing certain things that other people don't understand, I truly believe we need to get it out of our system and enjoy our life. And even if it means learning the hard way, we need to do what our soul is called to do. Gotta get my ticket to pay for parking. Yet, seriously. And I believe in telling the full truth, too. And I know that can be very vulnerable and exposing. However, you're not going to get the proper answers or the proper lesson unless you fully explain the complete truth and nothing but the truth. I mean, how else are you going to get proper advice about a person if they don't know the full truth? For example, now, airport's pretty full today. I kind of wanted to mention Findom. Like, explaining all the depths of Findom, and like, I can't explain it. I'd like to say about how there's people that think that that's all I care about, and they don't understand that I don't manipulate money out of people, and that people give me money because they want to, and they understand the process, and they understand and truly appreciate my time, and therefore speak with their actions and show me through what is called tributes. And there are other ways that tributes can be shown. For example, what's her name? Goddess Rubber Doll. She tweeted or Instagrammed the ultimate tribute, which was someone getting her tattooed on him. See, so it's not always about you giving your goddess money. You can serve someone with your time, attention, and I deal with a lot of people that expect me to just give them my time, attention, answers, share my mind, and respond to their long emails for free. Ooh, I found a spot. I mean, there's so many different levels that are going on in this conversation right now, and it's a little maddening, really. And I empathize because I completely understand the vulnerability of completely exposing yourself. For example, in the findom world, we are expected to always play an act. And at times we are wanted to be greedy, and the client wants us to be, what's that word? Ruthless. Stop at nothing until we get every single dime out of your pocket. And it's vulnerable for me to come out and say, even though I dabble in this fetish, that is not my intention to make you part with every single dime you have. If anything, the intention is, I'd like to see how devoted you are, to show that your money isn't more valuable than me, kind of thing. Perhaps that's an aspect of the ego, and there's other depths that go into that as well, where it's a matter of support and encouragement, investment, and trusting me to take those finances and to just watch how much I grow and know that you are a part of all of my growth and my development. And I'd like you to kind of apply that to yourself in your everyday life, about visualizing the truth as being the investment in yourself and showing yourself your self-worth and self-value. If you love to do this, and you love to be this way, and you love to be with this person, then you have to serve yourself the truth and everyone around you, so it reflects back to you and back to the universe, and so you can actually be given what it is you truly desire. And now, if you can't imagine having these things and manifesting this in your life and constantly doing what you love to do and constantly enjoying what it is you enjoy, you will never get to enjoy and never get to experience that, because you don't visualize that for yourself, and you won't create the world to be that way for yourself. You get stuck at your desk job thinking, oh, I have to stay in this because this pays me, when really you could be doing what you really want to do and be paid to do what you love. And this goes multiple ways. Now, I know I have a lot of water lovers on here, right? If you love to be underwater and you love watching people underwater, you can actually be paid to produce this kind of content. And I gotta tell you the truth, there's not a lot of people that's doing this, and most of all, the people that are creating aren't necessarily people like us who actually enjoy this. They do it just for what? That financial domination. And there's so many different levels of the aspect, and my soul is just hungry to do things that money can't buy. And if you'd like to distract me from my purpose, then yes, I want you to pay up. I'm not going to work for any underwater production company for pennies. Same thing with the wrestling. You can only begin to imagine how many emails I get about doing custom matches and session wrestling type crap for like $50 to $175. I'm sorry, that I have higher self-worth than that. Okay, if you want to book me underwater, I'm charging $1,000 for the day. If Hannah Fraser and Tracy Z and everybody else can charge $1,000 for the day, why can't I? If I'd like to, I can charge $2,000 for the day. And if you can't value that, then I'm going to keep producing what I'm producing. And the findom thing, if you're trying to talk to me about that stuff, it's $100 minimum tribute to even begin to discussing your fetishes and your lifestyle. And even for the spiritual guidance, I prefer a $100 donation to engage with you. I have girls that are working with me right now, and you have to also understand that this stuff takes time. Change isn't a life event. It's a process. So we're going to be going back and forth. Some of you, I've been working with you for years. And some of you are choosing to stay in one spot. And I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. I am progressing. I am going to go to the next level. And some of you may have to be left behind in my past life because I need to be around those who are functioning at a higher vibrational level and that are choosing great things for themselves, who are believing in the impossible and seeing how impossible spells I'm possible. I want nothing more than for you to be happy. And when I see you happy, it's like smiling. Smiling is contagious. When you smile, it makes other people smile. You ever see something so cute like a kid smiling and giggling, you can't help but smile yourself? It's the same concept. It's the same thing with yawning. And speaking of yawning, yawning is actually related to clearing. So when you find yourself yawning, you're supposed to be cleansing yourself of all this heavy baggage. And that's what I feel like when I share a lot of this information with you. And I'm spiritually hungry for you to invest in yourself. Even if that means your investment in yourself is investing in me so that we can develop a plan and a progress for you to progress, if that makes sense. And I also enjoy those who come to me and want to play Findom or want to play underwater. I'm so excited to make this custom. That counts as playing with me underwater, commissioning me to do what I love. That's a blessing, and I would love to keep doing that. And I will tell you, those of you who are members on OnlyFans, I know that a lot of you on here on YouTube are always expecting me to do what you say and tell me what to do. Now, so what I decided to do is for my members on OnlyFans, if you send me a request, I am more likely to grant your wish of your suggestion on what I could bring to OnlyFans. Now, I do have limits, and at times where I would prefer if you would pay for a custom. For example, if you're a member on the $20 OnlyFans, you're not as likely to get your custom as you are on the other one. It depends on what you want. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you want a handstand or breath hold training, I mean, there's a couple different things I'm actually angling on working on, and some things that I will be putting on YouTube. However, as a creative artist, it is difficult to draw the line on what do I keep here for my OnlyFans and what do I keep here for my YouTube, and then where do I draw the line, because just trying to basically, I want to say please everyone, yet also the word balance comes to mind of just properly juggling and managing all of this. And it's a journey, and it's a learning process every single day. And I just want you to know that I understand. And that's one of the greatest gifts I have as an empath. I can feel where you're coming from. And you can say I can get into your mind in some aspect, because that is also a curse and a gift of the empath, of being able to understand and to see. However, you have to know that even if you say that you're open, if your heart is broken and you are closed, it is not as easy to get in, and you will have to dig down and bury to bring up those things to the surface so we can address them. In some aspects, I have been called almost a therapist. However, I stopped pursuing my psychiatry degree with holistics, and I started a whole different spiritual journey, and I'm enjoying that excessively. I'm going to have to get going because my video is getting long, and I love you. Bye.